good day. So I'm gonna give a short update on Cryptocurrency as well as FlipChat because I haven't been doing that for like a lot of days. So here's an update. So first of all, FlipChat is already working as we know. So you have the group chat in FlipChat, and since the last update, you can also share your rooms directly using URLs, and also the same thing with changing your room names. And soon you will also have tipping to tipping feature. You can then delete messages and block people permanently and stuff like that. So that is coming up. And eventually you might also have direct messages in FlipChat. And the idea basically is that even Ted said there's a possibility that eventually, like you have the time log explorer, that you eventually are able to withdraw outside of the app. That would be, um, in theory, possible. So you wouldn't withdraw within the app, but outside the app. So that's something that would, in theory, be possible at some point. Um, and so it's going to be interesting how it develops. It's definitely ongoing, so it's definitely continuing to develop. And frankly, it's probably the last chance for Kin to survive is for FlipChat to have success. And but I think there's high potential, and the reason why I think there is high potential is because you're gonna see a lot of spam and a lot of scam on other platforms like Telegram, X, and everywhere. You see a lot of AI content everywhere. So there's kind of like three things that are kind of negative: is AI content, uh, user-generated AI content, then you have spam and scam, and all three things are kind of like taken care of on FlipChat in a certain way. So I think we'll see natural growth in FlipChat over time. It just needs to be reiterated and fine-tuned, and all of the features need to be added and stuff like that. And then we'll probably see this starting to grow. So it's going to be very interesting to see how it develops. Um, Now I've started sending traffic to FlipChat a little bit. We'll see if that helps. But of course, the features are not yet fully in place. So you could say, a normie or NPC could really use it and be like super happy. But Ted already announced that we're going to see media included, like images. I don't know if video already, but images, they're gonna work on images. So that's an absolute must. And eventually there's gonna be unlock. That's 100% sure. Eventually there's gonna be like content unlock. It's just a little bit further down the road, I guess, but eventually it will come, where you will post something and then you can say, hey, people, unlock it for this amount of kin. So I think we'll see that eventually. And so that's super interesting. And um, the interesting thing is, like, the code team is keeping like a track of all ideas. So if you come into Ted's room, which I think is room number 14, if I remember correctly. um, so if you come into FlipChat into Ted's room, you can give him suggestions, and he keeps like a huge list, and they prioritize the list, like what comes first, what they build in first. And so that's super, super, super exciting and interesting. And uh, yeah, so I just wanted to give a little bit like an update for people who don't follow FlipChat, who don't know about FlipChat. So let me give you the timeline. Let me give you a really quick rundown of the timeline. So Kin originally started on Ethereum, then switched a couple of times, went on Solana. Then they launched basically Code Wallet, which is like the kind of like the payments app. And then they decided to launch also FlipChat for um, taking advantage of all the benefits that they created with the VM. And the VM is basically a way to reduce transaction costs and all of this stuff. And they already successfully implemented that into FlipChat. So, and that was kind of like a leap, a technological leap, because it brings a lot of benefits. And it's you. Hi, Peppy. So, yeah, and what we've seen though is a lot of people like falling off, like from FlipChat, where they're not that active anymore. But I think that's just because there's not that many features yet, and you want to have a little bit more like explore functions and kind of like that, and you need DMs eventually. So I think there will be a moment where enough features come together for people to start to use it regularly. Uh, Sharing rooms with deep links was definitely one of those things. And yeah, it's just gonna take a lot of time, also because of regulatory reasons. So don't expect like a huge jump in price like in the next few months. It's probably gonna take longer, unfortunately, because the team is also not as fast working as, say, let's say the Telegram team or something. They don't push out features fast enough. But now that a lot of stuff is in place, we see a little bit more progress, and it will be super interesting to see how it develops. I'm definitely gonna launch a room. I have room number 380. You can come into room 380, which is the join chat room, and I wanted to add the link also here in the description for those rooms that I have. So you can share rooms with links now, um, and I'll keep you updated on anything new that happens. The cool thing is that Brandon is already working on the person to person tipping, from what I understood. They call it E2E tipping. I don't know what E is. Earn to earn? Nah, I don't know what E2E is. I guess it's like more P2P tipping. So you will be able to tip others through through FlipChat. And I think that the team is very creative. So at some point we'll probably see something where this is like, whoa, fuck, this is like really good. And then we'll start to slowly see it take off. The interesting thing is they're already at 2,000 rooms. Like right now there's like 1,800 something rooms. I don't know if there's gonna be tipping privately from person to person, and plus you cannot withdraw it yet from FlipChat, but eventually you might be able to. So, I mean, it's going in that direction, 100% for sure. It's just a question, it's just a matter of time. But yeah, so I'll definitely keep you updated. The good thing is, the very good thing is, I personally like to open the app and I like to use it. It's just it doesn't have yet kind of like, for me it has a certain stickiness, but it doesn't have yet kind of like the real utility, you could say. It doesn't have like this, because Telegram right now takes care of everything kind of. But if you give, for example, default encrypted DMs, that would be amazing. Or like you said, the tipping, if E2E, person to person tipping with the ability to withdraw or something like that. If that push happens, if something like that happens, then then you have a major differentiator from other apps. So that's going to be super interesting. So I'll keep you abreast of what's going on, and I wish you a super nice day. And unfortunately I don't have much more news, but it's actually, I'm making the video for all people who don't know about FlipChat and who are not aware that Kin with FlipChat is still developing. And yeah, my rough guess is we'll need to wait until the summer before it starts to take off in some form or fashion. Unfortunately, the withdrawal is going to be super important. Yeah, and they're not doing that because of regulatory reasons. But okay, so I wish you a super nice day. Bye bye.